Sup.
China.
What'd you say?
Bitch.
Artards?
China bitch. Hey,
Artards.
I'm like, was this that recorded? Like,
All right, cool. So
don't
we
worry,
have
this is a safe space.
okay.
we have Malicious China. Welcome,
Yeah.
guys. We have Malicious China in the building.
Yes, Maliciouschina, aka China bitch.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome to our podcast. You're our first guest.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, so first question I have is this.
Okay.
9/11, inside job? I'm just kidding. That's not my first question. Because that one...
I know what my first question is going to be.
What? What's your first question?
China. You know, you're kind of a scary girl. A little scary.
Boo.
Yeah. But it's like in a really like enticing way where I'm kind of want to see like, it's like, I don't know. You're like kind of like a cat. Like I feel like low-key. So my question is,
Okay.
have you ever killed anyone?
Why?
This is a safe space.
No.
No, it's okay. Honestly, for everyone watching, anything that we say on this podcast,
It's
if
safe.
the feds are watching, it's all fake.
We got to say,
There's-
when you ask something like that, you have to say allegedly, or you have to say like
Oh yeah.
in Minecraft or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I killed someone in Minecraft.
Black Ops.
Yeah, the way that you dispose the body is with an acid tub in Minecraft, or like allegedly I put them in a tub of acid.
Facts.
That way it just dissolves everything, including the bones.
True.
Yeah, like some Jeffrey Dahmer shit.
Yeah, because you can't get caught. That's the number one rule.
Right.
When you kill someone, you don't get caught, allegedly.
Yeah. Oh my God. Actually, that kind of brings something up that did you guys hear about the Mercedes Vega case?
No. What happened?
Mercedes Vega case?
Yeah, Mercedes Vega. So she was, she's a girl that like, so she was a dancer, and she worked at a club out here that's pretty popular. And like, I guess one night she left her apartment for the last time, and they found her body burning in a car somewhere out in the desert out here.
That's hard.
So
Here in Phoenix?
the person has never been identified. They're like really outsourcing right now for whoever did it.
And that's it? We don't know anything else?
No, they don't. They know
Looking
nothing
around?
else.
Oh,
No,
who did
they
it?
know
Oh.
nothing else. That's it.
Yeah.
And my theory is it definitely wasn't just one person, because they drove. Well, they found her car, and they found her in someone else's car. So I feel like it had to have been like two people at least. But yeah,
Well, the motive, it's like who?
it's been 5 months or 6 months, I think they said,
that's crazy.
since it happened, and they never found anyone. That no one's been.
Or the cops haven't released information on the investigation. What do you think?
Explain this shit.
Malicious China, what do you think? What should we do? How are we going to find out who did it?
I mean,
Video cameras?
I feel like, what if it's like some cartel shit?
It could be. That's the first thing I want to know is what kind of shit was she involved in? Or like,
that's
who
what
did
I
she
think
know?
too. Yeah, because
You know?
they're not just gonna target somebody or just for no reason. I feel like
Yeah.
there's always like
But
a motive.
It could be a fucking, like maybe an intimate partner or something. Maybe
That's the first person that you investigate in a murder
Right.
crime is like whoever if they're married, the husband or like the spouse, their partner is usually like someone that they know, obviously.
Yeah.
You know? That's why like the best way to kill somebody, allegedly, like you shouldn't kill anybody. But if you do, it's like that movie with like Ryan Gosling in it, where like they just pick someone at random. And they're like, we want to murder somebody, and they just pick a random person. So they're not going to be connected to that person whatsoever. That's like the right way to kill somebody. They will never
Damn.
connect it because it's always someone that they know. It's like a crime of passion.
It's
Think
always
about
someone
it.
you know.
No, yeah. Honestly, if I were to ever kill someone, allegedly, it would definitely be out of passion.
Yeah, a passionate kill.
I think China can relate. Yeah. Wait, China, did you know that it's Domestic Abuse Awareness Month?
So do we what?
Okay, so it's Domestic Abuse Awareness Month. So, like, we can't be beating up any men this month.
I feel like this is like the best time to beat up men. Because y'all need to be aware of this domestic abuse.
Yeah. I read that I think it's like 70 or 80% of intimate partners, like people that die in domestic abuse cases, 70 to 80%, I think of them, where happened where the man was like first like abusive to the woman.
Mm-hmm.
So
and then the woman like retaliates.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
70,
80%. No, I think it was like 70 to 80%.
Damn.
This is what I read.
I don't have my laptop to check or like anything that you say, so I'm just gonna believe blindly anything that you say.
I know, because
It's just gonna be a fact because I don't have my other computer with me to fact check, and we don't have anybody else working for us to do this.
Yeah.
So 70 to 80%, the guy starts it.
Yeah, literally.
It's like mess around and find out.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we say fuck around and find out.
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
I mean, mess around and find out for the TikTokers out there.
Mess around.
Mess around, guys.
Don't mess around, guys.
Don't mess around, bitch.
Yes. Where we go, Johnny?
There we go.
I like this.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're rolling.
Damn.
Yeah, we're just getting warmed up. We have like a little warm up session.
This is hard.
Okay, so we do have questions for you because you're a rapper,
Go crazy.
right? Or what do you say? You're an artist, or do you like to say rapper, or what do you say?
I say artist. I mean,
Okay.
you can label it as whatever, but yeah, either was cool.
Artist feels more like sophisticated.
Right? Like I paint or something. Picasso.
Yeah, like
No.
you're
I like how you were like
Picasso.
painting words together.
Picasso.
artist.
Type shit.
So like rappers are more just like there's a dime a dozen. But if you're an artist, maybe you like EQ your own drums. You know, you don't know. Maybe you do your own visuals. Like you're just an artist. I create art.
yeah.
So how would you explain your art that you create? Like how, like where does it come from? Like inside the darkness. Where does the darkness come from?
Just a lot of hate, like just that I have like in me and stuff. Like, cause I've tried different like outlets and stuff. Like, you know, there's just some shit I won't say on here, but yeah, like I'm a very like angry person, so I never knew like a solution how to deal with it. The meds didn't work, therapy didn't work. So once I found a way, I'm like, okay, I could write. Oh, now I could rap. I could do this, do that. It took some time because my raps was ass, but like in due time I found my sound. So it's cool. Like if you really want to dedicate yourself to something, then you'll find like your craft, whatever it may be. You can pick up a brush and just start painting like some crazy shit. And you're like, okay, now I'm an artist, you know? So that's just how I found it within me. I just made like my hate into.
You embrace your flaws, like things that people would be like,
Type-
what's wrong with me? But instead of like being like, what's wrong with me? You go, this is who I am. So I'm just going to express it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's low key toxic when somebody says that.
I mean,
I
that's
was like, this is who I am. But that's like in a positive, this is who I am type thing. So
well, because
Yeah.
artists
like
are typically
vulnerability.
fucked up. Like every
Yeah.
artist that's good that I've met is kind of fucked up in some way.
I agree.
How are you fucked up, Ash?
Oh fuck. Man, I feel like I've done a lot of work on myself. I'm like, I used to be kind of like China, where I was like fucking pissed and angry, and I wanted people to fucking suffer. Like that's really how I fucking felt, and I was like,
Oh, shit.
like I was just like, oh, like it just needed to get out. But yeah, but it's crazy because now, low key, I do feel like I've gotten to a point. I think the biggest thing that healed me a little bit, like it healed a little bit of that anger in me, because I used to be like I had that bad kid syndrome for a while when I was a kid and stuff, and even a young adult. So I hella identified with that. But now I think one thing that helped me is living alone.
Damn.
It gave me like so much space to just be on my own confinement.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, you know what? I don't know. It just brought me peace. Like,
Yeah.
so
Just
now-
being by yourself with your thoughts, and you just have to put up with yourself.
yeah, being alone with my cats and my thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, that's why actually I do resonate with a lot of what China does, I feel like too, because I feel it, like it's different. It's like
Yeah.
not like some, I don't know, like it's just a different approach that's unique
True.
for sure.
Yeah. Who's the worst like rapper who's like, okay, who's someone that like has the popularity, has the career, but definitely does not deserve it.
Are we talking like
Could be like,
okay,
I mean, for me, what comes to mind is Lil Tay.
bro?
Lil Tay with a music career, and it's like actually successful, and she's making money from it.
No, she's not.
She is. I mean, just from her numbers alone.
My,
And I know how much money people make just from like views and stuff. Yeah, she's making money.
Yeah.
Like
okay,
the like
you know
people
who
that
we're
are just
talking
like
about
doing,
that little girl.
Yeah.
Do you know Lil Tay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for me. That's what I think. It's like someone that doesn't deserve it, but's got it.
Dude, the fact that like she fucking faked her own death is some fucking funny shit.
And she
honestly.
went live. She's like, yeah, I guess like her parents did that to like get some money out of it or some shit. Cause she's always on live just saying like, oh, they're trying to take my money and da 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 da. And I'm just like,
I don't believe it.
yeah.
I call bullshit.
You don't think that do you think she did it? Do you think she faked her own
I
death?
mean, I think they're all in on it. Like
She's
in
a big
some
clout.
way.
Fucking,
She's
they're all in the room.
like basically. I don't know. Like sometimes I do be feeling like, damn it, if I had a kid, like I don't know.
Shit, we're gonna fake
Would I
your
be
death,
fucking-
baby. Gonna fake your death. We're gonna get some money out of this.
You're doing
Shit
great,
crazy.
sweetheart.
Yeah.
You
Keep
just gotta
flexing.
play dead for
Here, I'll go take out the hundreds from the bank. You stay here and play with like the little cars, or whatever, your
Yeah.
little dolls. And you come back and you're like,
don't
all
say a
right,
word.
all right, throw this around, you know?
Type shit.
Like that's how it starts, you know? And it's supposed to be funny. You post it, it goes viral, and you're like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna lie though, that I watched that shit. That shit was trash. Like,
Yeah, I didn't see her
new
video. Tell
I
me
was
about
like,
her video. You've seen her
okay,
video?
I've only seen like snippets of it, but she's like,
Same.
money, money, money. And I'm like, it's giving fucking teeny bopper. Like,
Yeah.
it's so annoying. And it's just like,
Yeah.
bro, come on. You know who I will say though is fucking fire as fuck. That's a great performer all around, like great artist. Fucking who I think actually deserves like her flowers is fucking Doja Cat.
Doja Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good. I thought you were gonna say
Ice Spice?
Bad Baby or something.
Bad Baby.
What's her name? Is that her name?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hey, I fuck with Bad Baby, honestly.
Yeah?
Like, dude, you can't tell me that when fucking Gucci flip flops. You
were into that
shit. Was
shit.
fucking hard.
Yeah.
I don't care. That shit is fucking hard.
Was that guy Lil Pump? You were like in love with Lil Pump. Remember that?
What?
Yeah.
When?
Back in the day, I've known you long enough to know that this is true.
Yeah, you had a crush on him?
You had a crush on Lil Pump. You're like, you can have it anytime, Poppy.
Ooh.
Johnny. But stop fucking making shit up. You're fucking making shit up.
I swear to God, dude, I wouldn't make this up.
Put that on something. You're fucking lying.
You don't want me to say it in the podcast, huh? Is that why? This is like back when I had a crush on. I mean, I had embarrassing crushes too. You know.
Yeah.
You had a crush on Lil Pump. I had a crush on what's her name? Fucking Christina Applegate.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
China, who's your celebrity crush?
A celebrity?
Or just who's your crush? Just tell us who your crush is.
Yeah, who's your crush? China.
I can't say it.
Oh, okay, celebrity.
Wait, is it someone that like you mean like locally? You can't say it. Someone that we all know.
He's an underground artist, but I can't say anything.
Okay.
He's currently at my house right now.
Oh, so,
Okay.
So,
all right.
yeah, she's doing. See, she bagged the crush. So.
Yeah, it's not a
Type
crush
shit.
anymore, man. You're crushing that crush.
Yeah.
I'm breaking that crush.
Breaking that crush. Melissa crush is at her house right now. I think that's past crush.
My
Yeah.
bunch of crunch.
That's
Yeah.
like Bookie, right? Or Pookie? What is it? That's her Pookie. Yo, there's a difference. I read there's like a difference between Bookie and Pookie.
But that's hard. Like when you bag somebody that you've been crushing on for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're, now
Is it
they're at
because
the
you know
crib.
too much though after you're with them, and it's like it takes away the fantasy a little bit?
What do you mean?
Like you have a crush from somebody, like you admire them from afar, basically is what it is.
Yeah.
But once you bag them and they become your Pookie or whatever the fuck it is, then like you know like how they like to drink their coffee, or if they fucking flail around and knock their coffee off tables and shit, or like you know what they're like intimately. Does it kill a little bit? Does it kill the fantasy, or is it better?
Well, I haven't been with him like that. He just like flew out here to see me.
He's just
So
hanging out.
Ooh.
No,
He got flued out. No, I'm just kidding.
I flew him out.
No, I didn't fly him out. He flew himself out. But
Period.
But yeah, like he flies out here, but it's never like enough time to like pay attention to like details like that. But we do like communicate and stuff. But yeah, it's just that type of shit.
How do you turn a crush into a pookie? Or how do you turn your crush? How do you turn someone that used to crush?
Anyone say pookie? Like, okay,
you're the only one this is the first time.
Okay.
A lot of my first times hearing something is you just saying some crazy shit.
What's the definition of a pookie?
What's the definition of a pookie?
Okay, what I heard is that bookie is like anyone could be bookie, but pookie is like your pookie, like your boo thing.
Okay.
Or it could be reversed. I have no idea.
B as in boy or P as in like Paul?
So a bookie.
So bookie is like you're the homie.
Bookie,
like,
okay.
Okay, right?
Bookie,
and then,
I know that.
And then bookie is like yo bitch. Oh, yo man.
Hey Pookie, come over here. What's up?
Yeah.
I you just tell your friends that. Okay.
So only one person can be your pookie.
I'm going to start using that.
So don't just be calling anybody pookie because then they're going to be like,
I won't.
It's an endearing.
Pookie bear.
It's only when it's special.
That's the endearing term for our generation. Pookie.
Okay. I like that.
Pookie.
I'm going to start using that.
Know that.
Yeah.
All right. So that's your pookie you
I'm
got
hip,
back home.
Guys. But yeah, honestly though, they say don't meet your heroes. And I learned that recently because I had a TikTok crush and then.
Met him?
Yeah. I backed my TikTok crush like 3 weeks ago.
Nice.
Damn.
But literally we already,
It's
ship
over.
has sailed. Yeah.
Was it fun though?
Oh my God. It was like literally, it was so great. I'm having flashbacks. It was amazing. It was a great experience. But then the after, like the follow-up was kind of like blah.
It was just like in the moment type thing.
Yeah.
It should be temporary. Sort of good.
Yeah. What about you, Johnny? All of Johnny's crushes.
Crotch?
Crotches.
It's like is that a new one? That's a new term.
All of Johnny's crushes.
Wow.
Nah. Okay. So,
Crutches,
literally
crushes.
all of Johnny's
Crutches.
all of his crushes have been catfishing, bro.
Oh, I got catfished.
How many times?
Literally.
I got catfished this one time. I haven't gone on many dates, but this last one was a little bit of a catfish. I'm not gonna lie. Her pictures, she looked real good, you know? See, now I'm gonna be questioning pictures like a lot more now. I'm gonna need more angles.
Johnny, do you think I'm a catfish?
No,
Okay, thanks.
you're not.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah. You saw what I showed you catfish or before this podcast started.
Oh yeah.
And it's not like, look, I'm not saying that she looks horrible. I'm not saying she was busted. I'm just saying like in her pictures, like you know how food photography works, right? So like professional food photographers, like they put like soap inside of the soda, so it's all bubbly and stuff, and that it like so under the hot lights and when you're taking pictures, it never goes like flat. And they do all this stuff, right? And they put like it's not like actual cheese, but it's like foam that's spray painted and all that.
Yeah.
So it looks amazing in the photography, but then when you see it in real life, like it's kind of like the hamburger's a little smushed and it's all like kind of so, you know what I mean?
Grease going through the bag.
Yeah, that's kind of it. Like the picture.
She was like one of those fucking fucking
Say it,
those fucking McDoubles that you get from McDonald's that are like look like somebody fucking
So they just stamped it with their fist.
When I saw her picture on Hinge, she was like an advertisement for like a McDonald's advertisement for the double double.
Yeah.
And when I saw her in real life, it was like just someone smashed it.
Did you smash?
Yeah.
Did you actually?
Yeah, no, we did.
Okay,
Damn.
no, I
It's because I haven't had sex since my ex. It's been so long, and I could feel myself becoming a virgin again. Whereas like I started acting weird around like attractive women again. Like, do you know how it is? Like that's a real thing, by the way.
You were becoming.
I was re-virginizing.
Yeah.
And like I did work for a client that is for sure a virgin, and like they act funny, dude. I'm telling you, it's a thing, dude.
Yeah, you don't want to be one of those.
It's like some kind of a thing that builds up inside of you, and so I could feel that, you know. And I'm like, I just got to get it out. Like it's okay. Like I know you're like I thought you were a 9. I thought you were like a 9, 10.
Yeah.
You're like a 5, 6, but that's okay. Tonight you can be a 10. Mm-hmm. Is that fucked up?
No,
You understand?
I do.
Okay.
Very well.
If you were me, would you do the same?
No. Because you know what? My problem is I just like fine ass men. You know?
That's weird.
I'm like, okay, if the dick is a little bit smaller, as long as they're fine.
If they're fine, it makes up for it because it's all mental
Damn.
anyway.
Is that a small
Yeah.
dick? That's crazy.
No, not small, but like, boyfriend size.
Like you
that's
want
okay with
nines,
me.
like you want like a 9+. What's like a good size? Okay, wait, hang on. This would be a good clip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What's like a good size for like? What's a good dick size?
I just fuck black men, so
But do all black? But not all black men like
This-
automatically have huge dicks all the time, right? Or yeah.
I mean the dark skin dick. With like the light skins, it's like medium. I don't know. I mean, it gets it done for sure. I haven't met like anybody that has a small dick. I don't know.
Damn.
So then, what's like a good size though? You think like what in terms of inches?
You know what's crazy? so bro that I'm fucking on that took a flight to come out here at the crib. Like so yesterday, like no, like y'all can post it, but I was giving him head. His dick is like this thick. It's probably bigger. It's like like a Sprite can when you grab the can. Is that thick? Like I couldn't fit my mouth on it. It was crazy. But the whole thing could fit inside me. So I'm like, okay, let me give him some top real quick.
What?
And it didn't fit in my mouth. So rather it's too thick. Yeah, I don't know. Or my mouth too small.
Okay. That's only happened to me once. And
So it's like a lot of girth, like not it's
Yeah.
super long, but a lot of girth.
yeah, girth. It was
Girth.
girthy. Wait, so is it
Damn.
long too?
Yeah. It all
Dang.
fit. I looked at like I had to look real quick. I'm like, oh shit. Like this is
Cool.
really happening.
Okay. That's crazy. Well,
That's-
damn.
yeah.
Good for you.
Congratulations. I'm really
Yes.
happy for you. That's like something straight out of like like corn shit. That's like
Congratulations.
that's like an
That's
upper
like-
echelons type dick.
Yeah, honestly, that's like a good problem to have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What
That
about you?
that only happened to me once where I couldn't like fit my mouth around it, but I found out later that's because he had dick injections.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a real thing.
Yeah. He got dick injections. Cuz his shit was like literally as fat like as a freaking soda can.
Yeah. Just
Like,
I just went
literally.
through this.
But it wasn't like natural. It looked like a fucking torpedo. Like it was not cute, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, was it just like fat and then skinnied out?
Not necessarily, but it did kind of look scary.
A torpedo.
like
How's
a
a dick look?
carrot?
Like a
You know,
carrot?
it's like big and then it's like
And it slims out like towards like the like down.
I don't know. Kind of like the best way, like kind of like a fucking, I don't know, like a rocket.
It looked like a
rocket dick.
rocket.
not a
Look like a
rocket dick. So
Yeah.
it just
Was it like bloop, like blown up on the top? I don't understand. Like the dick injections. I'll have to Google this.
that's what
Yeah. I mean, like, he's like the person is a fucking OF creator. So,
okay.
but yeah, that was like, it was interesting for sure.
So when it didn't fit in your mouth, did you feel like discouraged? Because I just went through this shit last night. I'm like, I need to redeem myself.
I don't know. I kind of just was like, I'm going to do my best. Yeah. And I think I get an A for effort, honestly.
Yeah.
But
As long as you try, I think that's all that matters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're probably used to that. Like if it's too big, it's probably too big for most
yeah.
mouths.
Like, and
or
you know
whatever.
what? It's crazy. I used to be able to fit my whole fist in my mouth. So that's actually kind of like crazy. Like,
Oh.
yeah.
So then there's a very small amount of people that could fit their mouths around this dude's dick, which sucks probably. I mean, that's got to be a bummer.
Honestly, yeah. Imagine.
Like, I feel bad for
Imagine
him.
if you're.
I like
Your
foreplay.
coochie was-
That's why.
Yeah.
Because
I
that's
mean,
what gets it started for sex.
Yeah.
Like for me personally.
Same.
Yeah. Because if you're just going to put it in dry, like that shit just pisses me off. Like, yeah.
probably most dudes don't really appreciate foreplay too, I would say. Like
No.
just talking to guys.
Most sex with guys is always like male focused. It's
Yeah.
boring. Like,
Yeah.
bitch,
Just get to the point. Just
do
get on
something.
top. Do what you need to do. Or bend over. It's just the same. Like, yeah.
yeah. It's like, show me something.
Yeah.
Like if I wanted to just get like railed and no like attention, like special attention, then I could have just done that at home and did better.
Yeah. You're just a human dildo unless you do something more.
Exactly. Like exactly.
Like a doll, like those dolls that
is
you can
such
buy. You
a
can buy like a
great-
dude doll with a dick. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like the big, like
Yeah.
life size, like the life dolls and shit. They're really expensive, by the way.
Damn.
Yeah.
In and
Right.
out.
Because people think it's just women, but there's dudes you can buy too.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that down bad, but like honestly,
you're good, but there are people that probably do need to buy one because they're light speed ugly, and that's okay.
fuck.
There are people that are so ugly in this
I don't
world.
want to talk about them.
You know what? Imagine being so ugly that people can't even talk about it on a podcast because it hurts their heart. You know?
Yo, that is some fucked up shit. Okay.
So yeah, out of pocket shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's our thing.
It's just because I feel like honestly, like being unattractive kind of is like fucked up because it's like you can't fucking help that. Like you can if you have resources and money, which I am all for.
Plastic.
Yeah, whatever you want to do to make yourself feel better about yourself, by all means.
Yeah.
That's totally okay. Like, but yeah, but it does kind of make me sad though, because I'm just kind of like, dude, like imagine like you just didn't get the best genetics and then like you can't even like really make bread to fucking improve your looks. Like I definitely like improved my looks with money so much, even just within the last like I've only been dancing for 5 years, but if I didn't have access to stripper money, I don't think I would ever be able to fucking like improve my looks the way that I wanted to look, you know?
No, I respect that. Yeah, like because you feel more confident in yourself as well.
Yeah.
Right? Because like it's all relative, especially like with dudes. It's like you said, it's like sometimes you don't want someone that's just so aesthetically pleasing or just like looks like a model or whatever. Sometimes you want like even when you look up like corn, right? For example, like you get bored of like the perfect body and face. Sometimes you want someone that kind of looks like your friend's mom.
Right. No, honestly, that's a great like point, because sometimes, you know, like when I'm looking at corn on Cornhub, I'm like, this isn't doing it for me. Let's go to the XNXX. Like, well, I want to get a little bit more gritty,
Yeah.
a little more ugly.
XNXX is
Kind of more
gritty. Yeah.
for sure.
And then what would you say X hamster is?
That's the same.
X hamster is more
Why
like
is
kind
it
of
X
gritty.
hamster though? It's kind of odd.
I don't know. I don't get because I think like there's a thing where you put hamsters up your butt. I think that's a thing.
I don't think that's what it is, but China, what kind of porn do you like? Corn, sorry, what kind of corn do you like?
I don't watch corn.
Ever?
I like corn though, like, you know,
Like
like
the
the
food?
elotero.
Corn.
Yeah.
Corn.
She's like, you
Oh my
mean like
God.
I'll eat
Okay,
like
no wonder.
the
And you never watch corn ever?
I've seen like a video and shit, but I never like
Pull it
you know
up.
what I'm saying? I'm not like, oh, this is cool. Because people like that's what I'm saying. Don't knock it till you try it. But I watch corn and I'm just like, shit gay. Like it just look fake. Nothing against gay people. But I'm just like, I don't like it. And then same thing with like people that pleasure themselves. They buy like dildos and all that. I just don't find that. I like the real thing. I prefer the real thing. But I'm not against people that, you know, use like fuck machines and all these like tornado
Oh my
pussy
God. You
pockets.
are literally like, I feel like you're targeting me right now.
What did I do?
How did you know I have a sex machine? Damn.
I didn't know.
Wait, is it that one that like, has like the rotating thing?
Yeah,
It goes like
and
this?
you know what's so crazy? Our Sage gave that to me.
Not the
Really?
Because he bought another one on accident, and he was like, "I literally have."
No way.
He's like, "I have no idea who to give this to. It's like actually like really expensive." So he's like, "You're literally the only person that I know that could use it." I'm like,
What a
"Gee,
cool
thanks."
gift. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that's like one of the craziest gifts I've ever received. Yeah, it's kind of like I'm like you, China, where I actually do prefer the real thing. I didn't start using like toys and stuff until I was like older, like fucking maybe like 2 years ago.
What made you want to start using them?
Well, I don't know, honestly. Like, I guess like I just discovered that it felt better, but I was always like kind of like a external clitoral stimulation girly. But then when I combined the two, I was like, dang. And honestly, you don't always, I don't know. I just feel like I'm a really hard person to like get to that point of orgasm during sex. And I don't know if it's because of my mind or something, but it's just a little tougher for me to get to experience that with someone else.
Oh, to have an orgasm?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm like,
Is it because they nut quick? Because that's my problem with these men.
Kind of. Yeah. It's kind of like, and that's the thing. What I mean is like, it's always fucking male based. Like they're so like, it's like, bro, like you need to, let's focus on me first.
Yeah. I feel like everybody's like selfish, like in their ways when they're having sex. I mean, we're all like, it's like Rent-A-Center. We're like borrowing something from each other while we're fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Rent-A-Center.
But yeah, I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm about to, yeah, because like me, I'm just like, I let it be known when I'm about to climax, like, oh, I'm about to come. He's like, no, stop, get off. And then
Why?
What?
Yeah.
Why would he do that?
You should let it go.
A lot of people have said that this wasn't just one dude. This wasn't the second, third, fourth, 5, 10. All of them say the same thing. When I'm about to, they don't like that word, but yeah.
Why?
When I'm about to, yeah, because that triggers them to nut. Unless it's I don't know who I attract, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
They don't
Then I
want you
guess
because then they think they're gonna nut too. They want to save it
Yeah.
or something.
Type shit.
Because don't they
That's
want you
fucked
to
up,
like
honestly.
nut a bunch of times? Isn't that the goal for the dude? Like to have like give them multiple orgasms? They should be, right?
I think their
Yeah.
goal is so they could just get their nut. Fuck
Yeah.
what I gotta say, but I feel like that's kind of like a trigger to them, but hence it's still being about them at the end of the day. So I'm just like, this shit bogus.
Yeah.
Two-way street.
God.
We definitely need more men to be female pleasure focused.
We should teach
Facts.
like sex ed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
China, I think you would be a good sex ed teacher.
Bro, yes.
Oh yeah.
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 And you can like hand out like your new release.
Okay,
whatever.
imagine
Yeah.
being like a freaking 6th or 7th grader, and then China literally comes to teach you
that'd
about
be
the birds and the
20
bees.
bananas and 20 condoms.
That'd be
Yeah.
sick, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that
I'd
would
be
be
so-
awesome. I would be
yeah.
intrigued.
Me too. I would definitely be paying attention, taking notes. I'm like, is my dick too big to fit in their mouth?
Of course not.
There's other ways about it. I don't know.
Okay,
So let's see.
my cat is in heat, guys.
So record labels.
Okay.
You're an artist.
Yes.
What are your thoughts about record labels?
It gets tricky because I know like being like I've heard people like, yeah, I'm signed, da da da. In my head, at first, like what I'm a response out loud is great. I'm happy for you, but inside I'm like, did he read the terms and conditions? Like, did he go to a lawyer to like properly read this? Because I feel like it's always like a catch. It's always like I said, like there's always like a motive, like they want something from you. You know what I'm saying? Like a record label isn't gonna hit you up if you don't have what they want necessarily from you or see any type of potential. But yeah, like I don't know. It's very like tricky, but I wouldn't mind like how I mentioned, like if somebody were to offer me like a position to sign, I would definitely get a lawyer to look into that. And if it sounds good, then I'll definitely be signed for sure. But for now, I like being independent because I don't have, no say, no do this, no do that. I can work my own hours as I please.
Record labels. It's like a fancy way of just getting a loan.
Yeah.
Because
PLS?
they know they won't sign you unless they know they can make more money off of you than you're like. If you got to already be making money, you got to already have clout, you got to have your built-in fan base.
Facts.
So they're like, yeah, we'll sign you, and it's all exciting, right? Like, let's say you get signed to like, I don't know, like some big ass fucking artist label, and it's like an artist that you respect, and you're like, this is my life, it's complete. And you see being signed as like a destination, but it's really just sort of like a tool. But it's like now it's outside of your hands because now you have this third entity that's going to decide for you what they're going to want to do with your career.
Yeah.
And like most people that are like, it's hard to be an artist and also a businessman. Those are two very like conflicting things to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, because both take so much mental space. I feel like too.
Like to be a creative and then you're
And
also
then-
just like a suit. They don't
Yeah.
get along. They shouldn't.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to be both.
Yeah, these days especially. But no, yeah, I totally agree. I think that honestly being independent is probably just the better way for most artists anyways, because you hear like people, even bigger artists, like kind of just waiting to get out of their deals. And yeah, so I just like, it's kind of like an outdated thing, I feel like these days.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
It's super like outdated and obsolete. Like
They have podcast companies that sign podcasts.
what?
Yeah, and people do it too. This just happened to a big podcaster Theo Von. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Yeah, I love him. I would fuck the shit out of that guy.
Yeah, you would.
I totally would. Yeah.
Yeah, and to be great.
Yeah.
I would too if I were female. He's cool.
Right?
Yeah, I get it.
He's like hot. Okay, but tell us about. Okay,
Well,
what happened with
he
him?
came out with this video and he was like, "Yeah, I just found out that our podcast, like, we got stolen from, millions of dollars we lost." He's like, "The dude that did it, this is the guy that did it." And essentially what they did is they signed with like this podcast company that seemed super legit. Like it came from like Joe Rogan's people or something. I don't know. Like it was someone that a lot of like big podcasters signed to. And what they were going to do is they were going to connect them with like the sponsorship deals and all that. So all this like, you know, brought to you by blah, blah, blah. And like you get sponsored as a podcast. I mean, you're charging like upwards from $2,000 to $5,000 per time that you mention their brand.
Yeah.
So if you see these podcasts and you're like, this is brought to you by Go Honey or whatever it is, they just made $2,000 or $5,000 just saying that. And they do it every podcast, you know what I'm saying? Or they do it like,
yeah, you can have sponsors.
And that's for like medium. You get up to, you know, 10 grand per mention. So these guys are making like, and they're like the middlemen essentially of these deals.
Yeah.
But the podcasts weren't seeing the money come in right away. It was like delayed and they thought that was kind of weird, but it would come eventually. And so they're like, whatever. And they got to a point where like, they're like, yo, our money hasn't come yet. And it's been 6 months. And they keep doing like the brands and stuff. They keep reading the brands. And then the podcast company was like, oh, we're out of money. We're going to file for bankruptcy. Meanwhile, the owner of the podcast company just built like a brand new house in Malibu and shit like that.
What? The fuck?
And it's like, why, like you're a podcast, you've already built this thing. Why do you need to have a middleman? Are you going to sign someone to handle your money for you? And it's like, oh, well, they know that these people and they're friends with the Joe Rogan crew and they landed this huge sponsorship deal for him. So like, you feel like you need it, you know, instead of just kind of trusting yourself that you'll figure it out yourself.
Yeah. But honestly, imagine like being the owner. It's just like with anything these days, it's kind of like entertainment, like being an entertainer and then also having to like learn that side of business is crazy. Like it's a lot. Like, and that's why a lot of these artists and stuff back in the day used to have managers. And honestly, people like artists who have managers, I feel like do thrive.
Yeah.
Because
you
kind
can't
of want someone to take like that fucking like just that weight off of your shoulders. But they also have to be knowing what the fuck they're doing. You can't be on some like Selena shit, you know?
Selena, baby. That's I have a crush on her even though she's dead.
That's your dead crush?
Yeah.
Who's your dead crush?
You crush on anybody that's dead?
Is it dead?
You can't turn them into a pookie because they're dead. Who is it?
Trying to think. Oh,
Tupac?
not Tupac.
Oh my God. Why do you say Tupac?
I don't know.
Because he knows I like
Because he's black.
men.
I know.
So he's black dudes.
Yeah, the obvious
It's
reason.
not gonna be Elvis, you know?
Oh damn! I don't think I got one. I really don't think I have one.
Tupac or Biggie?
Okay, what about X?
What?
You gotta pick
X?
one. X?
I used to talk to him.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that?
like that. Yeah, like
Oh.
talk to him. But yeah.
Really?
Oh damn! Well, yeah,
Back in the day?
yeah. I used to talk to him.
Tell us more. How are we like, this is like a gold thing right now.
Oh,
You used to talk to, you used to know Triple X or XXX. How do you say it? Triple X Tentacion?
Yeah,
XXX Tentacion.
So you knew XXX. You knew X when he was alive.
yeah. So he reached out to me. It all started. So this was when Instagram. Let's say if a celebrity were to like your photo, everybody could see at this time on Instagram. You know, like that they like
who
your
liked
photo.
it, yeah.
So that's when it showed on Instagram. So he liked one of my photos, and his fans that will see that started blowing up. Like this post like reached like 50,000 likes and shit like overnight. And I'm like, what the fuck? And yeah, so he liked it and he commented like a black heart, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And he DM'd me. He's just like, you're pretty, and I'm just like, oh, thanks. And then we just started like talking a little bit more and more and more, and then just little things to paragraphs, and we just started like talking. And when we were supposed to hang out and link up in Florida, that's when I found out that he got killed. So yeah.
So you were about to link up with him right before he got murdered.
Mm-hmm.
That is insane, firstly.
Yeah.
But what if like you guys, like in a different universe, like in a different realm, what if he never was killed and like you guys got to go on that first little link up?
Damn.
Like,
that'd be crazy.
Your life would have been, well, you never know what could have happened.
Yeah. And then you could have told us if he had a big dick or not.
True. Because he always called it dagger dick. I'm just like, what?
What?
Dagger dick? Is that what he said?
Damn.
Yeah, dagger dick. So a dagger
Sounds
is
scary.
basically like thick, but like it's like skinny but long. It's like a dagger. So
Dang,
yeah.
I know someone who has a dagger dick.
yeah.
Not your TikTok crush, right? I'm kidding.
No,
you don't have to
not
say.
him.
You don't have to tell us what kind of dick
That's
he
soda
has.
can. That's what we gonna call him.
Soda can, man, that's crazy. It's crazy the variety of dicks
Yeah.
that God creates up in heaven
Honestly.
when He makes
I don't
us.
know who created
coochies
that.
too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, coochies too. are-
Those come with flaps. Like whenever like the homies be like, yeah, she had Bible pages. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like flaps on flaps on flaps. I'm like,
Mhm.
Jesus, I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was scrolling on TikTok and I regrettably stumbled on it was like a picture. You know how they have those slides, but it was like a picture of two fucking vagina hangers, whatever the fuck are they called?
Not the
what
hangers.
are they fucking called? What are those called? Labia. It was like
Labia.
two labias like cut off from the fuck, and I was like, what the? Oh my god! I was like, what is that? And then I was like, oh my god, that's someone's fucking labia, bro.
on TikTok.
On TikTok, like
Yeah.
someone literally showed us that they cut off their labias. They cut their wings.
That's
What?
yeah.
You didn't
Ouchie.
cut them?
Yeah,
Cut 'em off, yeah.
Yeah, you can do that, I guess. That's
That's
just
crazy. Thank
Dude,
God I don't
TikTok
got,
is
like,
fucked.
flaps
Like,
or
there's
whatever
kids
the
on
fuck
this
that is.
shit,
Yeah.
but the craziest,
Me and you both, bro.
craziest things ever.
Yeah.
Man.
My shit, whatever the fuck flaps out is flapped in. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, no
Wow.
flappers over here.
I've been with
Flap-
someone.
no
no
flap game.
flappers. This
No
is flap,
flappy birds.
flap free zone.
No flap gang.
Yeah.
No flap gang.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
The no flap gang.
Or when people, like for men, like, I don't know. I mean, they have what's it called when they're not circumcised? It just looks like, it's like a hot dog, but without the, it just look weird. You know what I'm talking about when they're
No,
not
I do.
circumcised?
Yeah. Okay. Is it weird if I kind of like that
Oh, you do?
a little bit? Yeah.
That shit looks scary. It's like a turtleneck, bro.
It's European. I mean, it's
Ooh,
European. Yeah, turtleneck is a good way to put it.
Turtleneck.
That is a
It's just
good-
European of you, I guess. I don't know.
Is that?
You like different. You like different stuff, maybe. You just
Yeah. I
varieties.
mean,
of,
I like them all.
yeah,
Not them all, but you know, like
you're not
I
discriminating
like
as
the
much.
Yeah.
pretty ones. I'm not gonna discriminate just because it's wasn't cut.
Because it's in its shell.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be better that way. It's like there's more
Is it?
sensation. It feels better for the dudes that are not circumcised.
Right, for the guys.
So it's actually kind of a bummer if you do get circumcised. They like take that all away from you.
really?
hmm
Yeah, that's what I heard, but damn.
Yep.
I heard that it's hard to clean it because my homegirl, she's married to her mans and shit, and his shit is not cut. It's just what is it, circumcised? Or not
Uncircumcised, yeah.
Uncircumcised.
So when he tries to shower, he says like you have to peel it back and clean all
Yeah.
around it. I'm like, what? It's just a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff.
I've done that one time.
You peel
Not like me.
somebody's
Yeah.
thing back like I got you, babe.
Yeah. Like, because honestly, it does. Like, I think, like, if you don't clean it properly, like, the secretions will crust.
That's gross.
It's just, yeah, that's disgusting. You know what it's called?
What?
Isn't it called, like, Sigma?
Cottage
The
cheese.
crust? The crust?
Yeah, the dick cheese.
The
I don't
dick
know.
cheese, yeah.
That's a different world that I don't live in.
He's like, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
I'm dead. Okay, yeah. Well,
Vocabulary.
that's good. Cool. If I would probably not want my dick to be,
Circumcised.
I would probably want my dick to be circumcised so it would look prettier.
It does look better. But I mean, like in Europe, they're like, "What the fuck? This is weird," because it's more like I don't. For some reason, it's like an American
cultural
thing,
thing.
or like
Yeah, like who was the first person to be like, ugh, I
it
don't
was like a
that.
Jewish thing, I
Cut it
think,
off.
or something. It was like some kind of a religious thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I had my laptop with me. I could tell you, but I can't tell you where circumcision started from.
Circumcision.
All right. So X, any other famous, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but any other famous rappers that you could give us like the other side of it, or what's that like?
The other side of like what?
I don't know, just
Their
like
dick pigs.
yeah,
Were
if
their
they're-
dicks big?
Yeah, whose dick is big?
I
No, I'm
can't even
kidding.
talk.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is TikTok.
You got too
Yeah,
excited.
Dick Talk. I know, I love talking
We're gonna
about
change.
sex.
Yeah, we're gonna change our podcast name to
I
Dick
know.
Talk.
Dick Talk.
I got too excited. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
When you get excited, you like mispronounce words.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
You like your vowels all mixed together.
Yeah, because almost everybody, I don't know how I end up in this category, but I always end up, I feel like it's just who you're around with. But yeah, like me as an artist, I'm constantly around like rappers, artists and stuff. But yeah, when I've had my fair share with them and fucked on them, yeah, their dicks were big every time. But yeah, no complaints though.
Can't be a
So-
rapper and have like a medium or small dick. It just I feel like that would be against the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you could just
Yeah.
get injections, but
Injections. I had no idea that was even a thing. That's
I didn't
interesting to
either.
me.
didn't either.
You go to
But.
the doctor and you're like, you got any of those shots?
Yeah.
So rapper dick is a go.
Yeah, it's cool. Even like an average like light skin is it's cool, I guess.
Yeah, as long as you're into it, I guess, right? Like you said. If, like,
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what I'm saying. Like,
if they got a big
also-
tool and they're like busted, then why?
Do you feel like rappers can be like romantic? Like, are they romantic?
I feel like they can if they want to, but I don't know. I just haven't came across like a rapper or artist that is just like, oh, I'm really trying like to fuck with you, or if they're trying to chop it with me about another female that they're trying to fuck with. It's just never. It doesn't have like, no, I'm trying to take it with this with her. It's never like them trying to show emotion or anything. Like, okay, maybe it's just their like persona and shit. They just have like their
Yeah.
rapper persona activated and they don't want to show you that's what I'm saying. Like different people show you different faces, but yeah, and that all the artists that I've been talking to is just always like the same thing. They don't show like no emotion or
Right.
anything at all. So I'm like, oh, okay.
So if you're a lover girl, definitely don't fuck with the rappers.
Yeah, you could try to break them out of that show, but yeah, it's probably gonna take some time.
Do you think it's like more of like their persona, like they're trying to be cool and like non-reactive, or do you think it's because they have so many options that like they're not gonna think anyone is special?
Probably both. Yeah, probably both. Because I've tried to like, start something with one, but it's always like the same thing. Like, okay, well, we're both artists. We can't be posting each other because we have to promote ourselves. And if we get into a relationship, same thing. Like, you're going to lose your fan base because if my man is an artist and he has females on his dick and he posts me, it's going to lessen the female attraction. It's going to ruin that fantasy. So if I did that and posted my man, it's gonna ruin the fantasy for the men that are spending money on me, buying features or whatever the case may be. So it's just gonna mess up the money flow for sure. So that's why it's just like dating somebody that's in the same like scene or like the same thing that what you do, it kind of like it can or it can't work out.
Do you feel like there would ever be like, because I feel like, for instance, you know how like Kim and Kanye were like an iconic couple, and
What about like
together
Blueface and his girlfriend that
Oh
has like
my
his
God.
her face tatted on the neck or on her neck? Whatever.
Would you ever do that, China? Would you ever get your man's face tatted on you? Like if you guys were locked in for real.
I got 1, 2, 3. Let me see. I have 3 of my exes tatted on me right now.
Oh,
Yeah. I have one on my neck, I have one on my ass, and I have one on the other side of my ass.
whoa. Okay, so
I don't regret it one bit, bro.
Okay,
I've been
wait, I
doing
gotta
shit.
ask. Okay, so do your new bookies ever like say say anything like about it? Like, or do they even ask or like?
They don't ask, they just fuck. That's it. Yeah, we just fuck, bro. Like that's how we do. Like that's just how I am. I don't like to. Maybe it's just me. Like I give very like homey vibes to them. So I feel like that's why when they're just like, yeah, like I feel like when they do that, I get to know you. I already know that shit is a facade. I already know. Like I don't get my expectations too high because once you do that, then they're just gonna. Yeah, it ain't what it is. I just like tell everybody to keep it a buck with me. But yeah, so if they're like, I'm trying to fuck with you, I'm like, yeah, cool. But once they hear me talk and how like my mannerisms and everything is, they're just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep her as a homie and shit. But I don't care. Like either way it goes and shit with that.
Do you think? Would you ever get married?
I was just talking about this today and yesterday. That's crazy. I would like to get like fake married in Vegas. I don't know if that's like a thing, but people walk into chapels and shit and get married. Yeah, I'll marry a bum if I wanted to. I feel like that should be fun.
Okay, like, but what if like, but isn't it real marriage when you go out there though? Like they really,
It's
like,
real.
Yeah.
It's locked in. It's a contract.
So maybe like just for like for like funsies, like
Yeah, I'll get married for fun. Yeah, if it ever came down to like a real wedding, I don't know. That's like a lot of money to like just spend on like the thing. It's just like it's like a quince. Like, you know, you buy all this like, you know, all this stuff and the
Low-key.
plates and the food and everything for one day. Woo, and then
That's it.
that's it. And then
Some money you
wedding,
could've
you
put-
spend thousands. Da, 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 woo, that's it. So I'm just like, damn, I might just take my shit to a court and then go to like the Bahamas or
Yeah,
go to
on
Cancun
vacation.
and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spend all that money on vacation, like with your boo and shit. You don't gotta spend it on other people that you can really give a fuck less about or that you're gonna
that's-
see eventually.
that's true.
So,
That's true.
but marriage is cool. I'm open to it, but if it doesn't happen and it's not in my cards, then oh well, you know. So
Yeah.
I'm not expecting anything. I'm just like with whatever. Yeah.
Okay, I need to be more like you because,
You want to get married?
well, because I literally will like hang out with a guy one time and I'm like, yeah, like I want to be his fourth baby mama. Like,
Yeah.
I would totally. No, I'm just kidding. I actually have never dated a guy with kids. Like, actually, it's weird but I kind of like that too. Because I'm like, I actually always have been like, no, like if I'm ever going to be the mother of someone's child, I want it to be our
Mine.
first.
Yeah.
you
Like,
don't wanna be
your kid.
stepmom.
Yeah, but I also would like to get married first. But like that's my problem though too. Like I'm such a romanticizer. Like I will literally like not even really know a guy, and I'm like, damn, like I would wake up to him, like wake him up in the morning, and like
You get excited.
I fantasize. Like I'm a fantasizer.
You want it, yeah. You want like a part of you. You have like two sides of you. You have like, I'm a dancer. I do what I want. I have my own thing going on.
fuck bitches,
OF.
get money.
Yeah, fuck bitches, get money.
Yeah.
Fuck on. And then you have this whole other side where you're like, you'd love to be like domesticated and like have your little baby and like your husband and like your white picket fence house. It's like these two polarizing sides to you.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's like definitely like exactly me. Yeah.
So do you feel like marrying them once you meet them, and like, or just like fantasize the future immediately once you link up?
Yeah, that's me. I'll immediately fantasize the future. I'll be like, oh my gosh, like what would our kids look like?
First link up is
yes.
crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's me. Is that a little crazy? Yeah, that is kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
no, it is. A little bit.
Yeah. No one else says that.
I know. I be scaring them away. Just saying like some slick shit like that. I'm like, so if I hit you right now, what would you do? They're like, what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, remember we have to like allegedly,
Yeah.
like,
What?
you know, we can't be running over like guys
Yeah.
with our cars or anything.
Oh, someone at my job ran over her boyfriend with her car and killed him.
Allegedly.
No, she did. She straight up did and went to jail. And like like one of our managers like did a FaceTime with her for her team. We're like, we miss you, and she got like almost fired for it. Yeah,
Wait a second.
yeah,
Is she
true
Mexican?
story. She was
Is she Mexican?
no, she was African American descent. She's a black girl. And I don't know what happened, or she
Damn.
found out that her man's was cheating or something, and she just like took him out
Valid.
with her car, you know. And it's like
It was a crime of passion.
it was a passionate crime. She got caught.
Damn, there we go.
Yeah,
That's that shit that we're
dragged his
talking about.
body on
can't
the
really be-
pavement.
It's hard to think when you're like pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was wild. And like we still talk about it because it's so weird, like in an office environment or like a corporate environment to like just have someone that you worked with just fucking run over her guy like one weekend, just murder him like that, you know?
Damn.
But I mean, I kind of felt like that earlier today when I was like pulling out of Walmart and some fucking guy came up behind me with his little cart and like tried to squeeze in. And like, I swear to God, like I just had this moment where I'm like, man, I wish murder was not illegal right now.
Yeah.
Because I want to crush him into the car behind me, and I want to like see his eyes pop out of his head when I squish him.
Damn, premeditated.
No, it was a
Premeditated
crime of
murder.
passion. Passionately hate this person.
Aw,
If you could kill, okay, so
from the Walmart cart.
if you could kill like Walmart people or whatever, like if you could kill a certain type of person, who would it be?
Like Walmart people? Like, what do
I
you
mean,
mean?
I'm just saying, like, you know, if you had to pick a type of like
like,
you know, like people that fucking bother you,
it'd be exes for sure. That's like my target. Cause
killing the exes.
yeah, they just
Okay.
try
Those
to
are
get
the ops.
yeah. Those are the
Wait,
ops.
because I feel like, you know, I don't really like I feel like I've only heard things in the grapevine, but I really feel like some of your exes become the ops. Like they really be having it out for you or something.
Yeah, they do for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's like envy or jealousy. Like I said, all my exes are in the they do music and they're like in their own lanes and stuff, but some way they just try to creep up in like the friend group, or they just try to pillow talk to my people, and then my people tell me, I don't want you to get mad, but da 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 da, and I'm just like, oh, okay. And yeah.
So, okay, how would you do it?
How would I do what?
How would you kill him?
Allegedly.
Allegedly, how would you kill
Allegedly.
your exes? How would you kill
This
them?
is a safe space.
Me, it's a bunch of cleaning products in their food. Put like
slow.
Poison.
Put Parmesan and like Ajax like into spaghetti and feed it to them. Put 5 drops of eye drops into their water before they drink it. It'll make them really sick. Put them in the hospital.
That can kill you, or that can make you sick.
Yeah, it could kill you.
Eye drops if you ingest it.
Yeah, if you put more than 2 drops, it can kill you. It just depends, because at the same time, just people that pop pills and that have like fentanyl, they can survive it, and some they just die instantly off that one fake pill. So I feel like it just depends on your body, like how it intakes it. But yeah, and also putting what I did was I almost sent somebody to the hospital by putting a lot of laxatives in their cheeseburger, and they almost went to the hospital.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely.
Food poisoning. How would you kill them?
Ooh, fuck. Honestly, I don't know if I could kill any one of my exes, because I low-key like still love them all.
Well, the people that you would kill. Oh my God. You said that out loud.
That's a lover.
Yes, I love all my exes. Like, I love talking about them. They're like little characters in my movie. It's like, I really look at them like, oh yeah, like I literally look at them as little characters. Like,
somewhere in your room, I swear to God, you got like a Barbie playhouse, and you got like little like action figures of them.
and I'm like pretending that we're like still together, and I'm like, good night, babe.
Put one in one bedroom. Okay, now it's your turn.
No. See, like I don't think that I could like, I don't think I could kill any one of my exes. Like, yeah, I don't think I could do that. But someone that I would kill though, damn, I don't even know. I would, trying to think of someone I really hate. This is actually crazy, because like I was saying, like, man, I could have told you 100 people, like 2-3 years ago, I would have been like, fuck him, and I would have been like, kill him all.
Yeah.
But now that I'm like at this mature like stage in my life, I'm kind of like, you know what?
So this is like you've let go of your anger quite a bit.
Yeah, and I never thought I would ever, but that was like such a huge part of me. But okay, something that I don't fucking like though. It's not even that I like hate him and I want to kill him. Or you know what? How about this? I would kill, like, if anyone ever fucked with my family, like if anyone ever fucking fucked with any of my family, like my brothers, my sisters, like anybody, my mom, fucking, I'll kill him. If they hurt like anyone in my family, like, yeah, I'll fucking kill him.
How would you kill him though?
I would just shoot him.
Okay.
Allegedly
Shoot him.
Because I don't really care, like, even like, yeah.
Okay.
That's just like the best way I feel like to go about it. Because, I don't really want to see no fucking gory shit. Like,
for me, it's if it's someone that I really want to kill, let's say that like, let's just say that maybe it's like some dude that I found out that my ex was with like a year ago. And I went through her phone, which I never would do. And I'm like, who is this fucking guy? And I see like messages about it, like explicit messages about.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
His BBC.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it, but I saw like enough to like know like what went down.
Wow.
Jesus.
But if I did want to kill someone allegedly like that, I'd want to like hold their head underwater, but like have them look at me, and I want to be the last thing that they see when like the life leaves their body.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see like the bloodshot red eyes. You know what I mean? Like I just want them to like see me, and I'm like, I'm doing this to you, and I'm holding your head underwater, and you're just drowning.
Okay.
You know.
That
Allegedly.
does kind of sound like. See, I don't know if I could do the gory stuff, like, honestly.
Because that's not gory. It's just like,
really?
It's like personal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, I wouldn't want it to be personal. Like, I would just want to be, like, obviously I would have a hella anger, but.
Just get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you fucked up. Bye.
2 in the back of the head.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Some execution
Shallow grave.
type shit. Yeah.
Some cartel shit.
Yeah. Wait, okay, so have you guys like have what's the most fucked up shit like you've ever seen with your own two eyes?
You don't want to start with me.
We're gonna start with
Yeah,
you.
we have to, because I'm like,
Okay.
I gotta think about what
Y'all gonna have to cut this out, but okay. What's the craziest shit that I've ever seen? So
You don't have to like obviously don't like no names or anything like that.
no, I don't have to say names.
Yeah.
Like, I could tell you what happened.
Yeah. What happened?
So allegedly, I was 13 and I was living in Los Angeles. That's where I was born and raised from. And like my uncles are just like, hey, like we got a present for you. And mind you, they're all from MS-13. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. I didn't pay no mind to it. We're just walking and he's like, we're gonna turn this way so we can go get your gift. I'm 13. I'm like, okay. So I'm walking down an alley and he's like, just wait right here. And I'm like, okay. So they start walking back and I see like a group of like 10 dudes just like walk up to me and they're all just shirtless and they all have like 13 tatted on them and shit. And then my 3 uncles were there and they pushed me in the middle and then I got jumped really bad by all of them and they they have like a fucked up rib. And after that happened, they threw me in a car. And once they threw me in a car, we went to an abandoned house and they had like some pregnant female that they kidnapped, and I seen them all take turns raping her and they killed her like right in front of me and they made me watch that shit. So yeah, that's like the craziest shit.
You were 13 when this happened?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like, did you like throw up or like, did you have like a crazy reaction to it or did you just watch it?
No, I see my uncle get his brains like blown out in front of my face when I was probably like 10 years old. And then when I was 7, I gave my mom her first pair of stitches when my stepdad was coked out. He started stabbing himself. And then when she tried to grab the knife, he pulled it out of him, stabbed her in the leg, and he like ran all like bloody out the apartment. I was 7. It was my 7th birthday. And my mom was like really cut open and I gave her first set of stitches like in the kitchen floor.
As a kid?
Yeah. And it was like infected. And we took it to the hospital.
Shit,
yeah.
man.
I've been through like a lot of crazy shit.
You have.
That shit goes
in
on.
LA too.
In LA too.
Where like Killer California is what they say, right?
Damn.
Yeah.
Killer California.
Okay, well
You should have gone last because you've seen crazier shit than both of us.
Because I'm like, okay, well the worst thing that I ever seen was my cat gave birth to dead kittens and she freaking ate one of its bodies and there was just a kitten head. Like, yeah. And that was like the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Just a
kitten head.
Bodiless kitten head.
Literally, like
That's gross.
And it really was. Like even just gross.
I didn't know that cats ate their own.
Yeah,
they were dead.
Yeah, they do.
Fuck. That's gnarly, man.
No, it really was. Crazy. I was like, this is the most ew.
Most fucked up shit I've ever seen when I was backpacking. I think I was in El Salvador. I forgot what country I was. Maybe Peru. Maybe it was Guatemala. It was one of those like Latin American countries. I saw a baby like I'm maybe like 8 months or something. Baby. I saw a baby like a baby with like a bunch of face tats and everything. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Damn. That's actually insane.
Like gang tats and stuff. Yeah. I mean, it is kind of cool. Like
that's fucked
face
up,
tats are cool, but like not for like a little baby, you know? Like, I don't know. It was.
But imagine that's actually kind of fucked up. Like growing up, like with.
No, and it was like in those countries, like when you get tatted up, it like actually means like something else sometimes, especially like, you know, when you go down to like down south, Guatemala, and someone's all tatted up. Like here, it's just kind of like, you know, it's body art, but down there it like actually means more. Yeah. And that's why you got to be careful when you're backpacking in Latin America and you got tats like you know, for example, you just got to be careful.
Yeah,
because they like they see it. It's different down there. They see it differently.
Okay, yeah.
But if they know you're a tourist, you're usually fine. But that's so like you see, like you said, MS-13 has a huge presence down because it's pretty close to the source. But yeah, like you can tell like little kids or like even babies will just be all tatted up and stuff like that. Like this is mine.
That's insane.
They're part of us. Yeah.
That's insane.
So that was like jarring. I just remember I lost my appetite for a couple of days after I saw it. It was like, it just really was jarring to see.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And I didn't like it.
So when I was like in high school, I like had this like I wouldn't even call it an affinity, but I just was so intrigued by like the snuff videos and stuff online where you could like literally see people like get killed and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because like maybe like a year ago or something, this kid that I went to charter school with, he messaged me and he's like, one thing I'll always remember about you is that one time that you came over to my house before school or after school or something, and you were like sitting on top of my lap naked, and we were at the computer, and then you were like, want to see something cool? And then you showed me like guys getting their heads chopped off, and he was like, I didn't know whether to be like scared or turned on.
Wow, you always work on it, like
Crazy.
letting your freak flag fly even then, huh?
Yeah. Just always, I just like things that are intriguing, you know? But that was like just something that I was like, it was actually crazy to, I think now a lot of kids, like can you even go on those sites anymore?
Yeah, you can. It's just
Okay,
hard.
'cause-
They're like, I think there's one that's I recently used. It's called Watch People Die or something like that, but they're there.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can watch. Like I had to watch that whole. I did the video about that, the one murder with the dad and the kid, where they decapitated the dad and like held up the
Yeah.
head,
Damn.
and then the kid had to watch, and then they like skinned the kid, like took off his skin, and they reached in and pull his heart out. Like I watched the whole video so I can like make my video about it.
Jesus.
And I got to a point where I just had to turn it away. Like, but it's right
Yeah.
there. It's on like Watch People Die, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely kind of life changing in a way to be like even though it's obviously not real, but like I think it's kind of crazy to experience something that reminds you of your own mortality. And the fact that like you're literally just like skin and bones, like one
Which is bags of meat walking around. That's it.
exactly. Like compared to like a building falling or something, like we're just done. We're like ants. Like we're so fragile technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could just fall down right there and hit my head hard enough and I'm dead. And I'm dead.
Yeah.
And you guys have to figure out what to do with my body.
What would we do with this body, China?
Drag it out and throw it over the side.
Dead weight is really hard. I've carried a lot of allegedly dead bodies, and it's really heavy.
That's why you gotta try.
your
and,
face right
and
now
we're
just-
on the fifth
you're like,
floor.
What is she gonna say?
I'm so intrigued. You said you're on the 5th floor allegedly?
Well, we're on the 5th floor, so it'd be,
Oh, yeah. You'd have to
lot.
bring it down.
and we'll have to, we would have to break like a lot of your bones for it to
Fold up.
fold up and put you in a suitcase. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ouchie.
yeah,
Shit.
Yeah.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Do you think that's like a big part of what like formed you as who you are now? I mean, like, did you have to find a way to like get like all this anger and like the darkness inside? I mean, that this is like,
What do you mean?
like, you know how like you have to channel, like you said, like the darkness or the anger into your art,
Yeah,
like based off of what you told us about your childhood and like what you've gone through.
yeah.
This is just your way to survive those
Yeah.
emotions or like to manage those emotions, you think?
Yeah, it gets hard like some days to like suppress that because what my mom taught me is you just got to keep your mind like busy as much as you can. You know, it's just like if you go through like a breakup, you just got to keep your mind busy until you just can't, you know?
Yeah.
If you're not doing shit all day long, you're just going to sit and mope and think about a bunch of things that do not benefit you like at all or don't get you paid. So yeah, that's what I do. Like when I get to like my moments and I get triggered or something or I see something, I try to recenter myself and just take it out like on the music stuff.
You refocus on your projects.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's where I take my mind to. Yeah, because if not, then I'll spaz and I'll do some like crazy shit. But yeah, I'm still learning every day how to like do better.
Would you say you have like PTSD?
I still hear like voices in my head, and it's like crazy because like I could hear like there's like certain screams or certain people that say certain things, and I can physically hear it and I can visualize it. Like a week ago, I was sitting at my desk and I visualized just a moment where like my ex, you know, I was pregnant at the time. He didn't want the baby. He punched me in my stomach and stuff. He had like those like those closet mirrors, you know, those big ones. he picked me up so high and just slammed me on each mirror until they all shattered. I had glass stuck in my hair. I yelled. He was living with his mom, dragged me down the hallway. His brother comes out from the room down the hallway, starts running, grabs my legs. One is pulling one or the other. So when I was sitting at my desk, I like physically something, I don't know what, it was random. It just snapped and took me to that place. And I physically felt like my hair was being pulled. Nobody was there. I stood up on my desk, panicked, and just ran outside and had to take a deep breath. So it's just like moments where I could hear the voices and physically this could just disappear and I could see myself like in those like situations. So it's crazy.
Right. So you were having like a flashback and your body, especially like because your mind is replaying this moment in your head, you're like literally feeling the exact same emotions. Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah.
Like the most intense hallucination ever.
Yeah, hallucination. Yeah. So I'm just like, oh, and then so if I tell people, then they think that I'm crazy. Like, whoa, you're seeing stuff. Or I'm just like, no, like it's just I don't know how my brain works.
The human mind is amazing.
It is crazy. Yeah, but I feel like that's definitely not normal. But yeah, I'm trying to understand where it's coming from. Because if I don't understand, then I'm gonna just keep having these like episodes. But yeah, it just happens randomly. It's like I could not have anxiety for like a whole month, 3 months, a year, and just I could walk into Target one day and I could just easily get anxiety and start like panicking, like, why am I breathing so heavy? And now I'm focusing on me breathing so heavy. Why am I sweating? You just start overthinking things and you got to touch, feel, hear objects like to feel like reset. It just randomly happens like that. I don't know how, but yeah, the brain is a crazy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so you said it's not normal, but I think that that's totally normal for someone who's like been through the shit that you've been through. Like I think that is normal.
It's a coping mechanism.
Exactly. It's literally just your brain doing exactly like just trying to survive,
protecting itself.
Exactly. The only way I consider when people tell me through the phone, text that it's not normal is people that have never been through it a day in their life. Or have been through trauma, childhood abuse, and verbal abuse, any type of sort of thing. Like they never dealt with it. I just feel like they don't understand because they never been through that to begin with. So that's where they make you feel like you're crazy, but it's just like, no, they just never been in your shoes nor in that position a day in their life.
I call it, so that phenomenon, I call it looking out of your own head.
Okay.
You only know what you know and what you've experienced.
True.
So a good example of this would be someone that if you've ever suffered from depression, like legit suffered from depression, someone that has never really understood or experienced it, that's where you get people that say like, oh, don't feel bad.
Exactly. Easier said than done.
And you're like, shit, I never thought of that.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my God. That reminds me of my fucking ex who would tell me, did you meditate? Bitch.
Shit, I love that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Dumb bitch.
You do mindfulness? Oh, that guy? I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
looking out of your own head. It's like, you just don't know until you know, especially shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
All right, I have a question. I do have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Duh. Yeah. I have the Shadow Man. He's at my apartment right now.
Okay.
So yeah, like I'm into playing like the Ouija board and just like bringing any like spirits like into my house and stuff. But yeah, I'm into that kind of stuff. Going to cemeteries and trying to like get like the EVP box and trying to see like which dead person has like the most activity or who I can speak with and try to create a bond with them. It's just like a regular day when I go to the cemetery at night.
What's the most intense like supernatural experience you've ever had?
Recently I went with my friend Juan. We took a trip mainly to stay at a haunted hotel. We're trying to find like the most haunted hotel in Arizona. We went to the Westford Hotel in Flagstaff, and the motive was he was trying to get just a standard room. I said, no, we need to get the room where this couple died in there. So I'm like, okay, it was a married couple. So we stayed in that same room, and I brought the Ouija board. We both played, and when we played, he just randomly, I don't know if it was just the board, if it was just himself that just started getting sleepy. I'm tired. I'm like, okay, well, we'll just call it a night. So, but I sat at the EVP box on top of the Ouija board. I was asking the questions. Fast forward into the night, he wakes up like at 3 something in the morning. I wake up like at no more than like 5 minutes later. We're both up at 3 in the morning. And he wakes up feeling really sick. I wake up feeling really dizzy at 3 in the morning. We fell asleep probably like at 9, 10 o'clock at night. And then the room doesn't have a bathroom. That's how old like this hotel is. You have to get out and walk down the hallway, and it's a shared bathroom.
Oh, hell no.
So
That's scary.
yeah, so we went down this long hallway, and he'll go to the men's bathroom, go all the way to the women's, and I just like feel horrible like the whole time. And as that happens, there was this video of like me walking. I don't remember recording it, but I'm walking down the hallway, and the door that we closed so we can go to the bathrooms was wide open. And I'm like, what the fuck? It was just weird, like that whole night. Like I was hearing stuff or people kind of like mumbling down the hallway. Nobody like, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't hear nobody close their door after talking. It was just like people were just like talking outside the room. Then the next day I wake up, he's throwing up. I wake up, my body starts burning. I had 3 scratches on my back and I had 3 scratches on my rib, and I have photos of it. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they were like some evil presence there.
Yeah. So, yeah, because after that trip, we were supposed to stay, I think, like another day. And he's just like, you know what? I'm not feeling the mood. Like, I want to go back home. I'm like, all right, well, let's just cut the trip short. Let's just take you back home. He just felt sick. And then once we left the hotel, he said he started feeling better once we left the hotel. And I'm just like, damn. And he knew about the scratches and everything. We like trying to make a vlog, but he did not want to be at that hotel like no more, because like it was just so strong in that room. So I don't know if it was the Ouija board or if it was just overall that room itself, if we wouldn't have played the Ouija board.
Do you ever get scared that like an entity is gonna attach to you?
No. Cause I know like my aunt and like all of us were like into that kind of stuff. Like my aunt was actually possessed in Mexico, and they had to do a legit exorcism on her. Like she started like yelling and everything. Until this day, like nobody is allowed to talk about that. So she doesn't know that happened to her.
Oh.
Yeah. But
Damn.
if there's something attached to me, like I wouldn't mind it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever like talked to like a medium or anything?
What are those, like the sidekicks and stuff?
Like someone, yeah.
All the time.
Really?
Yeah, I have a regular that I go to because of who I pray to. She does like the tarot cards too.
Oh,
It's
okay,
in-
okay.
It's in Spanish, so I try to Google Translate.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Damn.
What about you?
No, this is something that I actually am like always thankful for, but I don't really have a lot of people who passed on that are in my life. So, I don't feel like I have anyone that I like would reach out to, and there's just no one that I would like reach out to that I feel like right now that I would need answers from or anything. But I think like if I were like the only person that I feel like I would like really like want to talk to is like my tata, but you know, it's kind of like I think what would be more healing would be like maybe if my nana like it was like I think like that's something that she would need. But for me, I'm like I feel like I'm kind of like the type of person, like I said, I'm super lucky, so I've not really lost anyone close to me like that other than my tata.
Yeah.
But and so I haven't really had to deal with like loss like that. But like I don't know how I would take it. And but I think that I kind of like feel like I'm okay with a little, like I practice detachment in certain ways in my life, so I kind of feel like I don't know, but that is that's one of my biggest fears for sure.
Okay. Damn.
To get that evil attached to you, you mean?
No, just to like lose someone.
Oh, lose somebody?
But hey, having a fucking evil spirit attached to me,
Yeah.
I think I feel like I had one attached when I was a kid. I was so fucking mean. Like literally, like, and my family would always be like, "Why are you being so ugly? You're so ugly. You're being so ugly." And yeah. But now I'm like literally so nice.
You're pretty chill now
Yeah.
Yeah.
compared to before.
Damn. That's crazy. What about you?
I don't really like. So I was telling Ash because we talked about this.
Okay.
I don't really believe in ghosts, like overall.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
But I did have like a really crazy experience where I had like sleep when I was younger, like a kid. I had I used to sleepwalk, a lot all the time and like just do crazy shit, like peel bananas and just like talking to it and like leaving the table. Anyway, but like so I'd also get a lot of like sleep paralysis where I'd be like half awake but I can't move my body.
Yeah.
And that happened to me one time, but like it was sort of like in between like very early, like midnight, not midnight, but like almost like maybe 3 a.m. or something, like before like it's day. You could tell it's like right at the end of the night, still dark.
Yeah.
And I just remember vividly the one time I had sleep paralysis. I know I wasn't dreaming. I was just like halfway, but I could sense I think there was 4. Yeah, there was 4 shadowy figures and 2 were like small, like kids, and 2 were big, like adults. And I couldn't make out like what they looked like or anything. They were just kind of like shadows, but they were definitely there.
Damn.
And then I later learned that like on that same night that I had that experience, there was like a murder suicide that happened in my town. I lived in a small town. So like whenever anything happened, like everybody knew about it.
Yeah.
On that same night, there was a murder suicide. It was a family of 4, a mother, father, and like 2 brothers or something like that.
Wow, that's crazy.
And so I wonder like if that was me experiencing that, but I mean, cause that was like the most real thing.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I've experienced, like none of this, like fucking go to a room and come back and all the cabinets are open. None of that's ever happened. Or seeing inanimate objects flying around the room. But to me, like I always remember, like I'm like I don't believe in ghosts, but I always think of that whenever I do say that.
Damn.
And I'm like,
I feel like that's a pretty legit ghost story, bro.
It's just, and it's always like it's a very, and it wasn't like a warm. I remember, and I just remember thinking like thoughts that a kid shouldn't think.
Yeah.
Like thoughts that were more mature than I should have had, like feeling like a lot of empathy and like saying like, I'm sorry. Like, but not like, I'm sorry, like, but like, I'm sorry for you type of thing. It was really intense.
Yeah.
And I just didn't understand it. And like, but when I think about it as an adult, it just freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Damn.
What if you're clairvoyant, low-key?
And I just never.
Not tapped into it.
We'll just leave it locked for now.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to open that right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're real, bro. It's crazy.
I'm looking around and they're like all over the place. I don't want to be freaked out.
Yeah. I have a shadow man. That's what I call him. I call him the shadow man because I live on the 2nd floor. So mind you, there's no like balconies like from the side, the way that building across is facing. So I leave my door open, my bedroom door, and I just see someone just walking. Like if there's like a man walking in my balcony back and forth, a tall figure, I'll just see him just like walking sometimes in my living room.
Shadow man.
And I'm just like, yeah. Well, I had like a guy over and we were just like doing our thing. He's like, oh my God, what is that? I'm like, what? I was like, just shadow man. He's like, what? No, get off, bro. No, what the fuck? And he just like got scared. He thought I was gonna set him up or something. And he steps outside. He's like, what the fuck? There's nobody here. He like panicked. He's like, can you take me home? And I'm just like, oh God. He panicked. I'm like, no, like it's cool. He's like, no, like I don't like ghosts. I don't like that stuff.
Shadow man is a cock block.
Shadow man. God. Fucked it up, man.
He's like, what y'all got going on?
Yeah.
He's like,
hey, can I watch?
That's your other man or like I'm fucking dead.
Yeah. That shit was funny. Naked too, scared. Oh my God. I just like
no, I would be scared. I'm not gonna lie. Like
to see a shadow man outside or whatever.
Yeah.
Or just see like a
if he was
head,
hot,
like
though,
in a corner.
It freaked me out.
If he was hot, then hey, you know. I feel like, yeah. I hope any ghost that like tries to haunt me is like a hot man.
Like a movie.
Yeah. Like on Scary Movie where she's like fucking the ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. That's you.
Yeah. Hopefully like they now that's gonna be my new thing. I think I'm gonna type that in on the Corn Hub later.
Hot ghosts?
How to fuck a ghost?
Woman gets fucked by a ghost.
It's just some guy with a sheet and a hole cut in it. I'm a ghost. Fuck you up.
How would a ghost moan?
Ooh. All spooky.
I'm gonna come. Amazing. Yeah. So I hope, but I do hope that I don't get like haunted though. I don't want to be haunted.
I'm good on that too. I don't need that.
I feel like China's like probably got like a bunch of ghost friends that hang out with her. They're here with us right now.
Oh God.
They follow you?
Yeah, I've had a lot of ghosts like follow me since I was like a kid. Cause I don't know if you guys like seen like I don't know, it was like a big thing for me because like my mom, she had a digital camera, the orbs that have like the faces and stuff. They would always follow us and stuff. And there was a photo. It's on my mom's photo bucket. It's so old. I have to find it, but it's somewhere on one of my phones. There's a picture that my stepdad took of her. She was just posing. So let's say, remember those TVs back in the days that just had like the big box behind it? She had one of those large TVs, those big rectangle TVs, and TV was off. She posted, and she had like one arm like this down, just smiling at the camera, just normal. And when we looked into the photo, my mom just starts like screaming like, oh my fucking God, just tripping out. And I'm just like, what? She's like, look at this shit. So when you zoom in, her arm's like this, but the person in the other reflection, it's her, hands down, it's looking back at her, and the whole face up and down is wrapped like a mummy, like wrapped around, like this person, like face was fucked up or their hand was casted. Their whole body was just wrapped up looking at her. So her arm was like this, the reflection was like this, and it was like tight into a fist looking back at her. It was crazy. The reflection.
Freak me out.
Absolutely no.
Yeah.
Immediately no for me.
Hard no.
Yeah.
So yeah, that apartment was like haunted. It was just crazy because I remember there's also one time, it was in Rosemead. This was in California too. And my mom was into trying to play the Ouija board, same thing that we just all do. So we went, me and my mom, all the kids, years ago, we went food shopping. My stepdad was just chilling at the crib instead of waiting for all of us to come back. And when we came, we started driving. He's just like grabbing his head, just stressing, like on the steps, just rocking his head. And my mom's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, are you okay? And he's just like, no, I heard you call my name and told me to come to the kitchen. And I walked in and there was nobody there. And it was your distinct voice. Like, I'm tripping the fuck out. He's like, I think we should just stop like fucking around with this shit. Da, da, da. My mom was like, no, it's fine. Da, da, da. But yeah, so it's just crazy. Like, there's just always been some paranormal shit some way, somehow in the family. It's just always been there with us. So yeah.
Damn.
Shit crazy.
Okay, I do have a question. Who would you say like inspires you? Like, is there another artist, or even if it's not a music artist, or even if it's not like, just it could be like literally anything. But like, is there an artist, or maybe just it could be like a business person or whatever, like, but is there any person that you kind of like look up to at all, or like did you ever have any like role models, or like people, or like do you have any now that are kind of like, damn, I fuck with them and like what they're doing, like that's where I want to be type shit?
No, I don't, unfortunately, because I know everybody like has like their own specific role model or like artist and thing, like, oh, I love this person, I like how they do this. I really don't. I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, like me, I mean, I have like my music that I listen to, like I listen to like indie rock or like alternative rock, and I do like how they dress their style. It's just like all black, grunge, you know, people call it goth, emo and stuff. So I mesh like the music that I make with that like that wear
Aesthetic,
that they have.
yeah.
And I mesh it with my taste and a couple things, you know, it's just like fashion, like whatever I see what they wear with the music that I fuck with, I just kind of like nitpick. I'm like, oh, I like that belt, but I'll throw this with the jeans that I would wear. So it's, yeah, that's just, but I don't know if that's like considered a role model, that if that's like,
It's definitely inspiration.
You pull like aesthetics from like stuff that you like, and you kind of like build it together to make your own
exactly,
thing.
because I don't want to be inspired by one person and just mock their whole thing.
Yeah.
I want to like what I like mainly, and kind of like mesh it with like, you know, just little things that I like fuck with, and just put it all into like a wardrobe. And that's what just makes me like,
I like that.
That's definitely a pet peeve of mine.
Oh,
like people, no, like people who fucking mock like other people. It's like, that's already been done. Like,
They're just
you don't
biting
have
their
to do that.
style pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't really think I can really like compare you to another artist that I know of. So yeah.
It's working.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Fuck with that.
Yeah, because like everybody that's an artist nowadays, it's the same thing. Like it's if you rap about the same thing, or like, you know what I'm saying, like females rap about the same thing, but even though it is the same thing, there's one that's gonna stand out versus all these other females. There's like a bunch of males that rap, up billions of them on this earth, but you know, 10 of them might stand out more than the rest of the, you know, the million of them. So It's just like how you deliver it, how you carry yourself, your realness and everything, and how you dress. Because if that's what I'm saying, anybody can buy like designer clothes and stuff, but you can still be ain't shit like with designer on.
You could still be a fucking bum with designer on.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually just wrote a song with that.
Yeah, I thought you were
line in
going
it.
off on some bars right now.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's good.
No, I bars. No, but yeah, that's actually what I really do fuck with, like with you and Juan, is like how I really fuck with the fact that you guys listen to like all kinds of music.
That's facts.
Yeah.
And because it honestly it also broadens like your fan base in a way too. And like people that like, you're reaching more, like you're reaching like, it's like even though you're broadening and showing that you're into more things, you're also kind of like at the same time like creating your own niche.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like especially these days, I fucking love when like I just love when people like I love meeting someone and they tell me they listen to country because it's just cool because I'm like, okay, like you're open to that, like you're cultured
Type
period.
shit.
Like
Yeah.
I fuck with that shit because I'm like, yeah, that's actually dope. Like
Yeah.
You got a wide like music appreciation because like a lot of the good like legends and people that stick around like actually do something. It's usually like just fusion of like different things that you think wouldn't go together or maybe like
Yeah.
you know like whatever that is. I mean, yeah. Like I said, like a rapper is a dime a dozen, but an artist, like a true artist, is like hard to come by.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely. I think one thing I really like to see, even though I used to hate it in certain artists or like bands, I think especially, like I hated when I really fuck with the band and then they would like release a new album and it was so fucking different from like their old shit and I would just be like, yo, this is trash. But now I have such a better appreciation for that because I like to see like, oh, you're taking it this way. And I even love it when it's more like,
Evolving.
I love that weird shit. I love when they're taking risks, like making weird shit. Like I fuck with that.
It's like when Kanye released 808 and Heartbreaks. That's kind of what happened. And everyone was like, they were like not receptive. And then after a while, it was like some of the best.
Yeah. Now
Like
it's
Coldest
all- it's,
Winter
like,
is probably one of the
iconic.
best songs he's made, I think. It's like just from a songwriting perspective, it's beautiful and like really interesting and well structured about his dead mom.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a Nazi now, but it's cool.
He's autistic, bro.
Yeah, that's what you said. He's just autistic. Relax. He's got synesthesia, you know.
Yeah, probably.
He claims he does. Do you believe him?
I don't know. Probably, yeah.
Maybe he does.
He's got such an interesting mind. Like,
Yeah.
I like that shit.
Yeah. It doesn't work normal, which is good.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fuck the norms. No normies.
No
Oh,
normies.
God. Nope.
Well, what do you think? We got anything else?
China, any last words?
Any last words, China?
You want to shout out any actually, you want to like, you want to say fuck any of the ops on here? Because
Yeah. Fuck
this
all
is
my
a-
ops. And whoever tried to shoot at my car and shit, try to pull up on me, you're a bitch. That's all I'm gonna say. And you missed horribly. I ain't getting no shots on my car.
learn how to
Alleged.
shoot. She
Learn how
said,
to shoot, bitch.
Shit.
you need some target practice, bitch.
Oh God, go to the gun range and try again, please. But yeah, it's Maliciouschina, aka China Bitch. I'm on all platforms. Google me, Pandora me, iHeartRadio, Spotify. I'm everywhere, bitch, everywhere.
Ooh, and
Worldwide.
also, China actually has her own podcast too. So
Exactly.
peep that.
Oh,
After
God.
hours.
After hours.
Yeah. So like basically
Bitch.
like we're kind of like with the, like you want to, this is like the fucking the pregame,
Mhm.
and then like if you want to get some real freaky shit, check out After Hours with China.
Oh God, we get real nasty.
Period.
Oh, God.
Period. Pookie.
Not Pookie.